Hey everyone, happy 5 Minute Friday. It has been a minute since we've done a regular 5 Minute Friday. I know that it is a crazy season for everybody. I know that me personally, November was a very, very, very busy month getting ready for the CSA Money Matters Summit. And those trainings that I did on the summit, I'm going to talk about here in a second, but those took a lot of wind out of me for producing videos. So as you know, most of my November communication was promotion for that event. So I hope some of you were able to check out that event. And if you didn't, you certainly missed out. But we're back now. It is December. I cannot believe it's the last month of the year. But today I was able to host First Fridays. So as you know, I'm doing these First Fridays on the first Friday of every month, 1 p.m. Central. It's just open access Zoom office hours for me to be able to give some time to the community to come in and ask me questions. So I had a little theme for today since I was just thinking about it. You have Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and was it Cyber Monday and Giving Tuesday. Like everybody's trying to get you to spend your money right now, right? And they're just going to be laying it on even more throughout the next couple of weeks as every business is trying to close out a strong fourth quarter, right? So what does that mean for you and your spending? Now, of course, nothing I say today is going to impact whether or not you took advantage of any of those deals-ish that were going on for the past week, but hopefully just sort of change your perspective about wrapping up the year and the way that you approach year-end spending in general. So I like to have a theme, that's on topic for everybody. So, just wrapping it up. In the Profit First system, we plan for taxes, for operating expenses, and for compensating you as the owner from day and from $1. Okay. And listen, I have worked with some startup clients this year, but most of the clients I work with are like in that, 8 to 10 year range of owning their business. It's solidified, it's a steady business, but they want to get serious about their money and paying themselves more, right? And being prepared. So a lot of you may be more in that mindset, or maybe even told by a CPA or even your bookkeeper, like, you got a lot of cash on hand, you need to spend this, towards the end of the year so you get the tax write-off. And probably first we think about that a little bit differently. Yes, of course, we want to take advantage of any tax breaks and write-offs and all that sort of stuff, but we don't look at that mad dash at the end of the year to get rid of your cash as something that's sustainable, right? We use the Profit First system because we want to have cash flow confidence. We want to be prepared for any season that is happening within our business. And it's not really a sustainable strategy to just dump all of your cash at the end of the year, right? Because what happens on January 1st? You still have opportunities and things that your cash flow is going to be demanding of at the first of the year. So we like to equalize things out and be able to plan for them and be intentional with our spending. Okay. So if you are spending money at the end of the year, if that, is still a strategy for you, then look at, what your opportunities are. How is what you're spending, if you're buying a new piece of equipment or you're investing in staff or anything like that, how is it going to impact, the immediate, 10 minutes, 10 months from now or 10 years from now. Okay, that's a 10-10-10 method that we also use in Profit First. So, just think about that. Like, is this going to impact the cash flow or would it be more beneficial to you to just pay yourself more? Look, if you are a business owner, please, please, please tell me that you are paying yourself a living wage and that you're thinking about retirement, okay? If you need to, quote unquote, dump some cash, look at maxing out your retirement accounts, your contributions for this time of the year, and see what you can do besides just going out and buying a new shiny piece of equipment, right? So I just want you to be intentional with your year-end spending. What things are you investing in for 2022 for your success? Are you going to invest in something that's going to save you some time? Okay. Now that could be a staff person that you hire in your office. It could be a software. It could be a piece of equipment, something that's going to get you more in your zone of genius of delivering the care that you want to provide to your clientele or your patients. Okay. Well, what about support and accountability? If there have been things that you have just not taken action on, especially in the last almost 2 years, where it's just seemed like one fire after another? Do you need some support and accountability moving into 2022 to make it, a better year and to just feel better about where you are in business and your entrepreneurial journey? Okay. I am also a big fan of focused coaching. What does that mean? That means that we're just not signing up for practice management and just like coaching into perpetuity, right? We are doing focused coaching. So you get a specialized coach that is on the area of business that you want to focus on. There's my timer. That you want to focus on for 2022, and you work with that coach for a designated period of time. So you are going to have impact and results at the end of that designated period of time. Do you need to work on marketing? Do you need to work on your cash flow and knowing where your money, your numbers are, and your financials in your business? Do you need to work on knowing who your ideal client is a little bit better? Do you want to work on an online offering? Do you want to open up a nonprofit? I mean, lots of things you can do, obviously. Find that coach is going to help you do what you want to do. So today on First Fridays, I was able to sort of debrief and kind of tell you guys about what my favorite sessions were from Money Matters. So not only did I have my 2 training sessions, but I also went in and watched a lot of the other presenters. And these are the big ones that came out. Greg Crabtree from Simple Numbers Straight Talk, I believe is the name of his book, is the CPA. He talked very much about just going over some of the same financial reporting and things like that I went through. But the biggest selling point here was pay yourself a living wage. Okay. If you take nothing else away, know that. Okay. I really love the presentation on buying real estate, whether you're in a position to, long-term buy the place where you house your office, and what are the pros and cons of that, and what's realistic to expect for a timeline for something like that. And then I really enjoyed seeing the presentation about practice valuation and when it's right to have your practice valued and what it can mean for the timeline if your exit strategy involves selling your practice. Okay, wrapping it up because I'm way over 5 minutes at this point. Have a good weekend, everybody.